Hey everyone, welcome to another Garage Talk series. If you're new to the channel, you may not know really what's going on, but we're working on the 71 Westie. I had an issue with the engine. It was blowing smoke. Checked cylinder 3, zero compression. We put a new piston and cylinder in there, and everything seemed to be good, but it just seemed to be a little low in knock at times. So I had one of my engine buddy friends, who's been building engines since 1962, come over and take a listen to the engine. He says, sounds like exhaust leak and maybe something definitely internal. So we went ahead, tore the case apart. The case was shot, the crank was shot, the cam shot. It was a whole mess. So we've been trying to come up with a solution. Obviously I couldn't rebuild that. So I've been trying to find parts, blah, 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 having a hard time with that. So my friend Daniel comes along and says, well, I have an engine that was in my 71 bus. So that's what we're working with right now. So I got a 1600 single port, which they should have had a dual port in there. But so I'm gonna try to make this work for a little while before I come up with another engine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tear everything apart here, clean everything up, torque the heads, torque everything up. We're missing the distributor, gotta put the fuel pump on, put some new seals in here, and we're gonna kind of go from there. We're gonna put the bus exhaust back on there as well, and kind of go from there. So stick around. We're gonna clean this up. We're gonna put it in the bus and kind of see what's going on from there. Stay tuned. I guess I broke this one too. Yeah. So tighten everything up, torque everything, and then degrease the whole engine. Put new oil floor seals in here. I gotta pull this piece out. Pull the broken push rod pedal slot. Well, hello everyone. So, as you recall, I'm borrowing a 1600 single port from a friend of mine. So I was trying to clean it up, put some of my parts on it. So that's what we're doing now. The little studs for the fuel pump, I'm pulling from the block from my old case. So we're gonna go ahead and put those in here now, since this one was missing them. I had to do quite a few things here. The oil pump, the tab, one of the tabs that hold it down were broken off. So we had to weld that on, put new oil cooler seals in, torqued all the heads, torqued everything up. So we're looking good here. So now it's just finally putting it together. I painted the tins, the exhaust, put these babies back on. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten. I gotta tighten the intake manifold on there and the little clinch for the exhaust here. And I think that's it. We'll go ahead and torque the flywheel on, put the clutch on, and get this fuel pump on. I think we're gonna be ready to put this in, and I'll do a little oil change. straight at the accelerator cables through. Oh shit. Well, guys, engine is in. I have to connect the fuel lines, the electric. I have to still tighten the clamps on the exhaust, but the mustache bar is in the way here, so I'm trying to figure out something for that. It never goes smooth. And so yeah, we're gonna start doing that. I got to go ahead and put the door panel in on the driver's side. I want to do that today. There's a bunch of stuff that is on the list, but those are the two main things I want to get going today. And I'll get one more bolt for the mustache bar. The mustache bar doesn't bolt up correctly on this single port engine. The bolts are much smaller. So I'll do that, get this in, door panel. I think we'll be good for today. Warm up a little bit more. We had some wiring issues on the alternator. This had an alternator with an external voltage regulator. I now have an internal one. Wired that up. Only issue I'm having now is we got a weak charge on idle, and it's good on acceleration. So I'm gonna try to look into that more. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. So I'm just seeing what draws me to each piece here. So I'm squirreling out right now. I see something that needs work, I go to that, and then I think, oh, this needs work, so I go to that. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys posted on what's happening. Hopefully we'll have this thing out on the road here soon. Got the engine in, it is running now, adjusted the valves, adjusted timing yesterday. It is running good. The muffler was hitting the bumper bracket, so I lowered that a little bit. Fine tuning, guys, fine tuning. We've got show season coming up here. This is stressful work right to no-do, but we're gonna make it happen. Sorry for the ramble. Have a great day. I'll keep you guys posted on everything. What we're gonna do is I'm warming the vehicle up right now. We're gonna go ahead and change the gear oil in the transmission. Went over to Walmart, grabbed some 75W90 Valvoline full synthetic. Says it takes about 4 quarts, so got 4 quarts here exactly. This one's good for the GL4 and 5, so I know some other people have used it in the past, so we're just gonna go with it. Just warming it up right now. See if we can get a good flow on that gear. We'll try to thin up that viscosity a little bit. But all in all, it's coming along pretty good. All right, so a good tip is make sure you can loosen the fill plug. Okay, because sometimes you can get the drain plug loose, you can drain the oil. Sometimes you can't get the fill plug open, so that's an issue too. So I tested both. I was able to get both in. 17 millimeter Allen. Here we go, guys.
All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this drain. Very frothy. No metal on the drain plug, so that's a plus. Just gonna let that drain for a while. I just want to try to make sure I get everything out of there, and that's where we're at. So let's let that take a bit. Got a lot of leak in here. I was trying to check. Everything's torqued. The little plate here is tightened on there too. So I don't know where we might get some leak. I'm gonna go ahead and probably get the brake cleaner spray around here and see if I can find the leaks. Boots look pretty good on this side. That side's got a torn boot, so maybe doing axles on here in the future. Just making sure we're cleaning out the drain plug here real nice. Looks that fluid in here didn't look too bad. When I drain these transmissions, it's all black, but it still was kind of brown. So I don't know much about this engine or what kind of the history about it, but I do know it was a 1641. When I pulled when I went ahead and pulled the head off, when that cylinder was busted, it was an 87 millimeter. So yeah, the original motor in here had work done on it. It wasn't done very well, but they put 87 millimeter pistons on it. So right now we're using my friend Daniel's engine here, which it turns out I'm gonna buy this engine off him. More than likely, we'll see. But this is a 1600 single port engine, which it's a little torquey motor. These are typically little torquey motors, not very much on the top end, but I had one, a 1500 single port in my 61 bus, and I love that. It's a great combination. Not fast, but reliable, and great all-around engine. Okay, let me get the fill spot here. Okay. I've never used these bags before, but they look pretty good. You can flex on them, get in hard to reach areas. On my Beetle, I pull the wheel off. I was able to put my hand in and just angle a little quart bottle in the direction there, and I was able to do that. But all right, I can't peel this due to all the oil in my hand, so I'm going to punch this. Oh, there we go. That. Not the best way, but it works. And we'll go ahead and put this cap back on. We're going to cut the head tip here. And about there. Good. And let's put the bucket under here. Catch it. All right. It's a pretty cool little creation. Definitely like those flexible little bags here. Bag 2. So I keep saving this tip here so I don't have to keep cutting every single one. Oops. Let's see. I got the other one there. Back 3. All right, and the last one, bag number 4. Here we go. Didn't quite take it, not even half of it actually. Yeah, maybe half of it. So 3.5. All right, so let's put this back on. This says it has an anti-foam properties, but I'll tell you, every single one that I've changed always had foam. Doesn't matter, whatever, any kind I've used, so we'll see. Let's see. But yeah, that's it. So gear oil is good. Getting there, we're getting there on this trip here, guys. So oil change, gear oil. I'm using this 1600 single port engine. Hopefully this will do the trick, get us to Nodo. Yeah, so it's the mechanical properties is done now. So now I think we're looking at more cosmetic, which is a good thing. Other than the interior, I think we're pretty much good, guys. So thanks for watching. On to the next step. Idle is a little low, so we're going to adjust that here in a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and get some gas right now. It's a little cool today. Well, first drive. Transmission's noisy, so that's an issue. So we'll kind of see what's going on. I got to make some more adjustments. I had the vehicle floored, and I think I may need to make an adjustment on the accelerator cable, and so we'll do that. But the transmission thing might be an issue, so I'm gonna do some more driving and try to figure it out. But head back to the house.